name is Stasia Cymes. I go by Stasia for short. And I am a professional organizer, but what I feel my true gift and calling is, and what I'd like to share with you all today, is the gift of compassionate downsizing. Now, this is a safe space, so there's no judgment here, but I'd love to see by a show of hands, who here may struggle with clutter in some way, shape, or form on a daily basis? Say aye.
Aye.
All right, now take a look around. Take a look around. Because how many amazing, beautiful, talented, and smart, successful, and intelligent women all struggle with the same thing? Well, I feel that one of the reasons we struggle is because we suffer with the illusion of perfection. And I love this quote here because perfection, the pursuit of it anyway, is a frustrating, neurotic, and a terrible waste of time. So instead of being so concerned about if your house looks like it's taken from a magazine, I'm more concerned about you being able to give yourself permission to let go of the things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. And that can be a really scary thing because we have been, as a society, programmed to purchase. But if nobody ever gave us permission to let go of things, that can be a scary thing. So the picture that's going to come up right now, I want you to take a really good look at it because when it shows up, I'm going to show you what organizing actually looks like. Clutter busting, downsizing, donating, purging, or just simply getting rid of shit you don't need anymore. Okay? Call it whatever you want to, but this is the fastest way to eliminate the stress of mess. If you struggle with just something like we were talking earlier about, just getting dressed, you feel like I have a closet full of stuff, but I have nothing to wear. It's because you have the majority of the things in your closet that you own, you've been holding on to for a very long time. And the person that you were, let's just say 5 years ago, heck, maybe even just a few months ago, is not the person that you might be today. So if you're struggling to get ready for a very important meeting and you're running around and you can only find one shoe and you cleaned that dress, you know you cleaned it, but where is it right now? It's hiding. I know I have it. This is a way to start the day with a little bit of stress, right? And you take that energy with you out into the world. And if you were able to just get yourself dressed in the morning, and the biggest most challenging question that you have to ask yourself is, well, out of all of my favorite clothes, what is it that I'm going to choose to wear today? That is what clutter busting does for you. You don't need to be so focused on the organizing aspect, right? It's about the letting go of the things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. So here's an after picture, and this is just something that you can do in a matter of hours, right? But sometimes you need some outside help, and that's okay too. But choose wisely, because if you ask a friend, or maybe your mom, or your sister, they might be sharing too much of their judgment and making those decisions for you. No one can make those decisions for you in your life except for you. And it is tough work because it's asking you to take an authentic look at yourself, who you are today, and how do the things and the possessions that I have around me, how do they reflect who I am? Because they tell a story. And I would love for you to be able to dictate what story those things are saying about you in your life as opposed to the other way around. Now, how many people here have children? Okay, so I got into this business as a nanny. I was a nanny for 15 years, and just seeing firsthand the amount of stuff that comes in on a daily basis is ridiculous. So being able to combat that by downsizing, purging before any birthdays or any holidays, this is a great time to actually get your children involved. Because remember, if nobody taught you how to do it, you're not teaching your children how to do it. How can you expect them to do something as simple as clean up their room? If you're overwhelmed, they're overwhelmed. Your children do not need 3,000 toys. Okay, what they need is some space to play and have some time for fun and imagination. So downsizing and making sure that they're a part of the process. Because thinking about making sure that things are age appropriate, their games, their toys, their clothes, their books, just as your styles and tastes and preferences change, the same thing happens with your children. So it's really important to give them a taste of what that feels like, and also donating. We're not talking about throwing your stuff away. You spend good money on that stuff, but it's also really helpful to acknowledge that this stuff has maybe already served a purpose. So if you can pass that good charity on to somebody else who will benefit from it and enjoy it greatly, your clutter is not a gift to your friends and family, okay? They don't want it. So don't pass on your obligations to people that you care about. Trust in the universe that the person who receives the gifts that you are giving are the ones who are going to enjoy it and value it the most. So your clutter is not a gift to your loved ones, but your donations are a valuable gift to charities. And last but not least, talking about offices, who struggles with paper? Anyone? This is, I feel, one of the most common characteristics in clutter. And I want to tell you, making clutter is a decision waiting to be made. So making a decision on every single item that you touch, I know it sounds tedious, but here's the thing. You can eliminate over 50% of the quote-unquote paper clutter in your home, in your office, in your life altogether, if you simply get rid of the things that no longer serve a purpose. Don't keep things by default. Really take a moment to ask yourself, is this something that I actually need to keep? Maybe it's something that's information that I thought that I needed, but guess what? There's this amazing thing called the internet, and there's always information on there, and it's always current and up to date. So instead of holding on to things from the past, I really encourage you to let go of the things that no longer serve a purpose in your life and embrace the person who you are today, the life that you want to live today. For you, your family, your loved ones, and just take a moment to give yourself permission to let go of the things that have already served their purpose for you. So again, in conclusion, it's not really about being, just let go of the whole idea of being a great organizer, okay? Just let that go. Instead, I want you to focus your energy and attention onto releasing the things that you no longer need. It is the fastest way to clear the clutter. So again, my name is Stasia Cymes. I'm with Clear the Clutter, and I really want to thank you for your time. So good luck to you. Happy downsizing.